Number 2 for today. Hello, kids. Yeah. Second video for the day. And welcome to another edition of This New Bridge and This New Cabin. Because the old one burned up. So we got to make a bridge to get across where I want to build. So, I spent about 4 hours yesterday putting these logs in, and then the little risers that go up underneath it, and I cut down like 2 trees. That's a total of 4 trees added on, so there's 6 trees laying there. I got a couple more to go. I got a couple spied right over here. And where'd they go? Right over there. I want to drop those and pull those over because they're close. And if I need any more, I'll drop one more. But I think about 2 trees will get it. What I'm doing is I'm going from the smallest sticks, that's about as small as I want right there in the front. And we're going to the big logs in the center. That way, because it's got a bow in it, this will keep it kind of level. Not real level, but kind of level. So anyways, this is what we're doing, kids. And then tomorrow, I'll get some nails and spikes. Nail all this crap down. I'll spend a couple hours spiking it and hammering it. So, yeah, see, I got my little risers in there. And before I really put any of the big logs here, I'll kind of shove them out of the way, and I'll draw another spike in there. Because the ones that I used out of the cabin that got burned up, they lost their tensile strength. So they went into the wood about this far, and then and they bent. Because I'm using, I think that's birch. Yeah, I got birch, which is a kind of a tough wood. And a lot of this is birch, and there's some white oak in here. So those are going to be kind of hard to punch through. Such as, you can tell a birch. They got pretty good sized ring pattern in them. Right, these are birch. These are white oak. They're really, really compressed. So, yeah. So we got a couple different styles of wood in here, which is okay. This is just a frickin' bridge. And since I'm going to nail them in instead of screw them in, that way if one breaks, I can always substitute it. I can hammer it out without worrying about the bridge falling down. Because this thing, it ain't really moving. I'm putting brush up there, and it's going to be brushed on this side with a bunch of these treetops and stuff. Put them over here, and it's going to hide the edges of this, the bridge. It's going to hide the edges of it, so you can't see it from up there, and you can't see it from over where my truck's at over there. And yeah, we're going to hide this, and then after I get done, I'm going to go from up here down into there, and we're going to grab a crap ton of those leaves down there. I'm going to grab them all up. I got a part of a tarp up at the other cabin, which is right there through the trees. But we're going to grab up the tarp, throw a bunch of leaves on it, bring it up here, just haul it up this little steep hill right here. Probably on the other side or whatever. I'll climb up with that damn thing a couple of times. Drag it around, and we're going to throw leaves on this. We're going to hide it. That way nobody knows it's here. And then I've got some treetops up here, and I'm going to have a few more. We're going to kind of build a little brush pile thing to where you can't see this. And it'll have like a little turn around a brush pile, between brush pile and a tree, to get in here to go straight across this bridge. So that's what we're doing. This is day 2 of building the bridge. And so we're coming from the road right there. This road, there's the sunken pump station. It goes up and around, and it kept going up, and then you go up there to my cabin, which is right there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's right there. And this last winter, well, this winter, right in here is where I got my truck stuck. And so kind of cleared out some of the trees and stuff when I unstuck it. But I can come from the road, come down, go across this gas line here and run down. But what I'm going to start doing is running a little trail down right around this little mound here, and then I'm going to make a sweep because the gas line is just about buried there, so I ain't got to worry about making tracks or whatever over there. And I'll turn, come around this brush pile and in and over, and then I'm going to go down there and build my cabin. See, it's nice and flat through there, but there's a little downhill, and that's where I'm going to put my cabin. I'm going to face it that direction, down the hollow, and it'll be kind of over, because this is west, over here, so that's south. And we really don't ever have snow or anything come up from the south. We have it come in from the north and the west. So, yeah. But today, it's been drizzling rain on me most of the day. So, we're still going. But anyways, I got a couple little pieces that I can get out of there, or I'm just probably going to cut them, drag them over here between that tree, this tree, and this tree. Kind of make like a little brush pile so it looks like there's nothing here. And I'm coming on the other side of this tree. I got to move this log. And I think that I cut a bunch of this bramble up. So I brought my forest rake down from the other cabin, wherever it might have gone to. Oh, I put it over here. Yay, kind of hard to find it, but this is the forest rake that I cleared off the last cabin. So we're going to use it on this one. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this to grab them brambles and toss them over and make a damn pile out of them. Get them out of here so when I bring my four-wheeler through, because this thing is wide enough for a four-wheeler, not a side-by-side. It's only 6 foot wide. The logs are only 6 foot wide. My four-wheeler is 4 foot wide. I've got these logs at about 5 foot. So there ain't going to be no side-by-side getting through the little path that I'm going to make through here. So they're not going to be able to get on here. So this is going to be four-wheelers only. And every time that I make like when it starts getting kind of muddy like this, I'll bring my forest rake up and I'll rake some leaves over it so it looks natural. And nobody's been here. So that'll be a continuous upkeep. But yeah, that's just a couple hours today. 3 hours so far, 4 hours? No, 3 hours. Let's see. 8, 9, 10, 11, 5 hours. Ooh, 5 hours. Yeah, I've been at it for a while. But you gotta remember, each one of these logs, except for some of the smaller ones, that's one carry. Now I carried from over there. I've been carrying from over there. So, yeah. You can get kind of tired doing this, but I should have most, if not all, my trees cut today. I may just call it and go home. I gotta come up here and get my truck dragged down the hill so I can replace the starter on it so I have my truck again. And then when I get my truck again, I can bring it up here, but I'm not going to. if I bring it up, that's all the farther it's coming up, is right there. So if I got to carry something special or whatever, I just go down through the creek, pick my way through, because this is all boulders through here. Go over and go to my cabin and leave my truck up here. The four-wheeler I'll take all the way down to the cabin. So, yeah. So, yep. West Virginia hills. This is what I've been pulling deer off of, all these hills. Okay, from where this gray tank is right here, this gas well, all that is, it's just a blow-off valve and stuff over here. From just below this, about where my truck's at, is my property line. And it goes all the way up that hill, and all the way up this hill, and all back up in there. That's all my property. So my cabin is going to be just off my property. So when I get to it, I will probably put a gate in down here. Keep people out of here. But we're going to hide this anyways. So, yeah. So, tomorrow sometime I should be able to bring my four-wheeler over. If I'm not replacing that starter, that shouldn't take but about an hour. About an hour. So, we're just cutting trees down, throwing logs, and we're going to let it go. I'll probably call it a day because I've been at it for so long, and I've got to go get this starter. I gotta go clean the Glasgow, which is about 20 miles away, to go get this stupid starter. So anyway, this be me. That there be the brand new bridge. And then we're going to put in a brand new cabin over there. So, I guess you know what time it is. Ha! 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 Ha!